Lyrical Miracle. This is a book written by 9-year-old Shayley Grace Martin, a collection of wonderfully written poems, prayers, songs, and ideas. You're going to really enjoy this video. We're here at the Floyd Country Store, and Shayley Martin is doing her book signing. Yeah. Yep. And here's her mom, Ladina, and Ladina's mother, Willadine. Here's the whole family, including Dad Charlie. Shayley, I want to ask you to tell us about the book and how the book came about and what you did to produce this book and write it.
Well, one day I came home from school and Mom says, why don't we put all your poems and stories together into one book? And I asked how much it would cost. She said $2,000, but not to worry. And with a little bit of clip art, editing, and some graphics and things, and all that sorts of stuff.
It worked out really well, didn't it?
This was born.
Okay. Okay, Shayley, what is the one you like the best?
Probably my Mexican hamster of cheese.
And how did you decide to write that one?
Well, I'd finished my math SOL test in 3rd grade, and I just decided I had paper and a pencil, so I just wrote it.
Well, and it did it just like that. Here's Shayley's lyrics to Appalachian Mountain. She's going to sing this song for us.
Appalachian Mountains.
Okay, we're ready, Shayley, for you to sing it.
I'd love to be home in the Appalachian Mountains. That's where that I'm meant to be. If you've never been to the Appalachian Mountains, they'd be a sight for you to see. On the parkway we explore, walking all around and round. My dog peed on my daddy's pack, didn't pee on the ground. Now Daddy, he was really mad. He yelled at Tater for being bad, wiped it off with a piece of moss. Too bad he didn't have a little rag cloth. I'd love to be home in the Appalachian Mountains. That's where that I'm meant to be. If you've never been to the Appalachian Mountains, they'd be a sight for you to see.
Okay, Jacqueline, I know you're a very good friend of Shayleys, and tell us your experience with the book and your friendship with Shayley.
Me and Shayley met 6 years ago in preschool, and this book is a wonderful book, and this book is like for ages 3 to 100.
And you've been friends for a long time then?
Yes.
You expect to be friends for a long time more?
And we have been in the same class ever since preschool.
Well, that is really great. Shayley, what was the most fun thing doing this book? What was the most fun about writing the poems?
Well, I don't really know which poem was the funnest to write because there's like hundreds of them in here.
Wow. That's pretty exciting.
My most recent one was this one.
What's the name of that one?
Sphere of Magnificence. I did it when I was 8.
You did that one while you were 8. Spirit of Magnificence. Is that right? Here is the latest writing that Shayley did for her book, The Sphere of Magnificence. I think you'll enjoy reading this. Stop the video and you can read it without any problem. Okay, Jacqueline, you want to make another comment about our book and our friend here, Shayley?
Well, at first, whenever I got to whenever I got to the table of contents and saw the little light of the lighthouse, I'm like, what does that mean? So I turned to it and I read it, so I understood what it meant. But the first poem that I read on here would have to be Dinosaurs, Dinosaurs, because I just saw it. Yeah.
Okay, we're going.
Me and Jack thought of this, and Jack and I thought of this, and we wrote a couple articles and took a lot of pictures and placed them in places. And I went home and I just added a couple more articles like pony pancakes, pony meeting, and humans, and do you need a stable? And I'm working on the next edition of the Pony Yearly. It's going to be in my second my second book that holds things like this.
Well, when do you think you'll have your second book ready to go?
Well, my third book that.
Third book, okay.
Well, my second book that holds poems like this It'll probably be after or during Irish Immigrants 1804.
Right here I have the Pony Yearly magazine, and it's for ponies everywhere, like in Antarctica, Asia, Africa,
Underwater?
Australia.
Underwater?
Yes, and underwater, and horses everywhere.
You know, she actually took part in writing this Pony Yearly magazine.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Me and her would have to be the writer. Shayley and I would have to be the writers, because we came up with the idea, and my mother, Cheryl Thompson, she helped with us taking the pictures, but it doesn't really say her name in here.
And those aren't the same pictures.
Yeah.
They're clip arts.
Yeah, these aren't the pictures that she did.
From the soil to the moon, from the sand up to the sky, from our dresses to our toes, we will trust our hearts in thy God of all infinity. We will give our lives to thee. Birds are flying in the sky, crustaceans crawl in the sea, cheetahs running by and by, from termites to you and me. God of all infinity, we will give our lives to thee.
Here are the lyrics to the anthem that Shayley just finished singing. The book signing was at the Floyd Country Store in Floyd, Virginia. And here's the whole family. You know, Shayley said she plans to write a book with our granddaughter, Jacqueline Thompson. And I think you put two young minds together like this, it ought to produce a really interesting book that we can all enjoy. Well, you probably want to buy this book, and it's available in Floyd at the Floyd Country Store, Sweet Providence Farm Store, Slaughters, and online, Amazon.com, and Barnes & Noble.